being, thanks to Gavin Newsom in California and other moves, that the Democrats and
let's listen, y'all. This
and
is
it really looks tonight with the news from Utah and elsewhere.
Yep.
It may end up being, thanks to Gavin Newsom in California and other moves, that the Democrats end up picking up more seats through redistricting.
we heard this
than the
earlier.
Republicans. And the Democrats didn't start this. They weren't going to do any of this
Right.
until Donald Trump got it started.
He got
It's
it.
really unbelievable. And a big part of it, Lawrence, is people are
They
fighting
say it's
back.
heated.
I mean, Missouri, they've had a kind of a grassroots movement fighting back. In Virginia, they have their own movement there. And Utah, of course. I mean, Big Red Utah. It's really unbelievable. They may live to regret it. We'll see. But it's a really interesting turn in the story.
Yeah, we're going to keep following that one. It's really, and Gavin Newsom really has emerged as the leader on this in a very powerful way.
No
Hey,
question about
Mrs.
it.
Tom.
I think it put a lot of pressure on other governors of blue states to take action if they can, and we've seen that over the last week.
We'll be following it. Thanks,
They say,
Jen.
yeah,
Thanks, Lawrence.
they say it's hot.
Well, Donald Trump, who is facing the disapproval of 54% of Americans, continues his politically losing ways by saying something that could get that disapproval number up, something that no president in history has ever said. 2/3 of Americans are fools. Donald Trump put that in right.
He said, what now? Say what now? Dummy Dumb said, he put it in writing. Yes, ma'am, I ate. I did. I ate. I was looking for something sweet to eat. But Barbara, this just may be the sweetness. He said, what out loud? You lying.
2/3 of Americans are fools. Donald Trump put that in writing. Donald Trump said, 2/3 of Americans are fools. Donald Trump put that in writing. Donald Trump said in writing, people that are against tariffs are fools. 65% of Americans are fools, according to Donald Trump. 65%. 65% of Americans.
He put it in writing. He is so slow. And I'm going to say it again. It's too early for me to be telling y'all the truth, baby. But I've been telling y'all to stop drinking the tea. The Kool-Aid. It ain't tea. It's Kool-Aid. It ain't number pure sugar. This the man that y'all be all up in his funky tail. He said people that are against tariffs. And I know y'all not saying that it's okay for him to steal from y'all and then bill you, so double tax you, double and triple tax you, just to say that you're a Trump supporter. I told y'all earlier today, maybe twice, that he not for red, blue, left or right. And if you don't have enough zeros behind you, he not for you either. I also told y'all earlier that Republicans with sense is not going for it. Even they know. So here he is now calling y'all fools. Because he can say what he want to say. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. You confused. I put down the Kool-Aid. Yeah. He said everybody who is against him triple and double taxing y'all are fools. Yeah, if he can't milk you, you're a fool for not letting him milk you and line his pockets. Wow. And he stamped it. So can't nobody say he didn't do it. It wasn't him. Yes, foolish, big booty fool did. Big donkey ass. He did it to himself. And now he wants to give, like he doing us a favor. See, this $2,000 is going to come like he did something for the needy. He did us a favor. No, you got busted. And it needs to be triple, quadruple. We need to tax you on stealing. His diaper is full of shit.
Against tariffs are fools. 65% of Americans are fools, according to Donald Trump. 65%. 65% of Americans oppose the Trump tariffs, and Donald Trump's response to that is to call them fools with an exclamation point. 65% of the country knows that Donald Trump's tariffs are causing inflation, causing them higher costs that they're facing. 65% know that the Trump tariffs are economically hurting them. And Donald Trump calls them fools and then says he wants to send them all a check for $2,000 to compensate for the economic harm that his tariffs have caused those people. The Wall Street Journal editorial board
doing us a
responded
favor
to that idea, saying, quote, if tariffs are a free economic lunch and their benefits abound, why offer a rebate?
Because he got
Donald
caught
Trump
stealing.
is the most inconsistent, incoherent.
Mr. O'Donnell, can I answer that, please? Can AunTeaFee please answer that? Because his ass
Donald
got
Trump
caught
is the most-
stealing. He got caught stealing. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He thought that we would forget about his thievery, like he wants us to forget about the Epstein files. That was his way of punishing us, acting like he was sticking it to them when he was really trying to stick it to us. Yeah, and when his hand got popped real hard, yeah, ouch. That hurt. Oh, dang. AunTeaFee, you still kind of heavy-handed. Yeah, when he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar and he got his hand popped, now he gonna try to act like he doing us a favor. And there gonna be some uneducated, stuck on stupid people thinking, oh, see, he gave us a stimulus before. Oh, he gave us PPP before. Yeah, I know that they say it was illegal, but he the only president that done something for us. Oh, he gave us $2,000. Oh, yeah, that's what they gonna say. You know why? Because y'all head is in your ass, or in his ass. Are you stuck on stupid? Are you too busy playing games on YouTube? Not paying attention to what's really going on. He ain't never did us a favor. They've been whitewashing for a long, long time. Yeah. Bull, absolutely. But somebody gonna believe that. Somebody gonna believe it. Somebody gonna believe it. Baby, because they ran with that PPP stuff like he was the best thing since sliced bread. Not telling them that once you inflate them numbers, yeah, and create something that you didn't already have, yeah, I know he do it all the time, and don't nothing ever happen to him. Well, you ain't him, boo-boo. And it's just a matter of time. He set y'all up, and then he gonna send y'all asses right on to jail, and he gonna pardon his friends because you don't have enough zeros behind you. Okay, carry on.
Inconsistent.
Never ever.
Incoherent, ignorant federal elected official in history on the subject of tariffs. And because he spreads so much madness and chaos every day, the Washington news media is incapable of what would be their standard reaction to a politician saying that 65% of Americans are fools. There would be outrage. Imagine,
Right.
once again, if Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton had ever said
Oh my God.
65% of Americans are fools, imagine the number of articles that would
Ooh, they would be
pour
wearing it
out
out.
of the Washington news media about how elitist and out of touch that Democrat is for
On the
saying
subject of
65%
taxes,
of the
on the
American people are
subject of
fools.
anything.
Donald Trump can say it
Shit it
And the
on
Washington
him.
news media
Absolutely.
doesn't even
He said
notice it.
y'all dumb.
because his madness.
He said 65% of America Americans are fools, because we will not let him get away with the tariffs as if we don't have to pay for it. And he wants to offer y'all $2,000 to make it go away, so y'all can stop talking about it. And it can I offer y'all a little bit more to stop talking about the Epstein files? Boo boo. You ain't got enough. You ain't got enough to stop me from talking about them Epstein files. I'm like Charlie Kirk. I can't be bought. Who said that to you? Oh, JFK. I can't be bought. Let's go.
Has understandably worn them down. They have lowered their standards for Donald Trump. Later in this hour, we will hear from President Obama's chair of the Council of Economic Advisors, Jason Furman, on Donald Trump's idea about paying $2,000 to 225 million people he calls fools. Also, later in the hour, we'll hear from an expert.
I'm trying to be politically correct about that,
tariffs.
Mrs. Thompson.
If the Supreme Court properly rules that Donald Trump's tariffs are illegal and unconstitutional, then those illegally collected tariffs will have to be refunded. And Donald Trump is lying about such a refund now, claiming that it would involve trillions of dollars being refunded from the Treasury. That is a complete lie. Only $195 billion has been collected in Trump tariffs. And
well, I want him to have to reimburse what he lied on. If he said it was trillions, if he said he offered the tariffs, he made the U.S. trillions, it was off of our tax dollars, we paid the taxes, then he needs to replace what he lied about. Oh, he very, very ill. Ooh, Lord, I just kind of want to say, let me hush, because I don't want to be out of, when I say politically correct, I'm talking about spiritually. I'm talking about spiritually. What the word says, you are snared by the words of thy mouth, thou art taken by. So I don't want to be putting no boomerang on me with his illness. But let your will be done sooner than later, Lord. How about that? How about that, Mrs. Tom? His will be done on sooner than. I know you're stating facts, but I'm being facetious. I'm saying, can we expedite that, Lord? Expeditiously. I know what you're saying. I'm not trying to, add my little 2 cents to it. And hex and vex myself. You know what I'm saying?
Complete lie. Only $195 billion has been collected in Trump tariffs,
well,
and all of that could easily be refunded. The IRS refunds that much every year in overpaid income tax.
He shouldn't have stole.
Our guest joining us later in the hour will show you exactly how tariffs are paid and exactly how they can be refunded. And it's just as easy as the refund that the Treasury sends to millions and millions of income taxpayers every year.
His legs swelling.
Will show you an actual
and the sleeplessness. Oh, okay. That couldn't be medicine. The sleepy.
Paid, which includes
that mouth twitch thing. That mouth twitch. I saw it was twitched in his sleep. Lord.
That the Treasury needs to refund that tariff money to the American payer of the Trump tariff. But we begin tonight with your feelings. There was much disappointment about the way the end of the shutdown was brokered in the United States Senate by 5 Democratic senators who appeared to change their position at the end of 7 weeks of shutdown.
That peeing in the front, that peeing out shit in the front was a sign too, wasn't it?
There had been an outpouring of outrage on social media all day about Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer failing to control every Democratic vote in the Senate, something no Democratic leader of the Senate has ever been able to consistently do. The late-night comedians had their usual fun at Chuck Schumer's expense, Some of
Y'all
them
please hit
clearly
the like
think
button.
that they would be better at the job of Democratic leader of the United States Senate because obviously it's easy in their view. When I explained what I think is the reality of Senate leadership here last night, based on my experience working in the Senate, I wasn't so much concerned with the feelings of the disappointed than I was with the reality of the situation and getting that reality as clear as possible here. But our first guest tonight is much better at addressing feelings than I am, as he showed in this video posted yesterday.
Ooh,
I know
what
that a lot
is
of people are feeling some pretty strong
HMHIM?
feelings today, feelings of frustration, even betrayal. I have somewhat the advantage of from
So much concerned with the feelings of the disappointed than I was with the reality of the situation and
has.
getting that reality as clear as possible here. But our first guest tonight is much better at addressing feelings than I am, as he showed in this video posted yesterday.
I know that a lot of people are feeling some pretty strong feelings today, feelings of frustration, even betrayal. I have somewhat the advantage of from being in the Senate, being a couple of days ahead of everybody, seeing that this was going to happen. So I've had a bit more time to process it than people who discovered it yesterday. And while I think everybody is entitled to their feelings on this, and I don't want to derogate those in any way, we need to remember the battle that we're in. And every ounce of energy that we put into fighting with each other, fighting with other Democrats, is energy that is lost to the fight to defend our country from Trump and MAGA. Whatever your feelings are, I validate them. Great, feel that way. But we've got a battle on our hands. And it's a battle whose real game day is November a year from now, when we have the chance to throw Speaker Johnson out of the Speaker's office and put the Senate under Democratic control and put real obstacles in the way of Trump's corruption and misconduct.
Senator Sheldon Whitehouse is one of the people who one of our faithful viewers suggested on Twitter last night should be the new Senate Democratic leader. I'll ask Senator Whitehouse if he thinks Chuck Schumer should be replaced as leader and if he wants that job. It's worth noting that no Democratic member of the Senate has said their leader should be replaced. And we now have reporting indicating that the small group of Democratic senators who reached a compromise with Republicans started working on that compromise on the first night of the government shutdown 7 weeks ago. Politico reports Senators Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire and Angus King of Maine began talking with Republicans the first night of the shutdown by Shaheen's account. So, with a small group of Democrats working with Republicans from the first night of the shutdown, Chuck Schumer was able to convince those Democrats not to make a deal until after last week's election. Donald Trump himself blamed the shutdown for the Republicans' wipeout in last week's election. And if that's true, does Chuck Schumer deserve some credit for pushing the shutdown through last week's election so it could have that impact on the election? The final Democratic vote that sealed the deal came from Tim Kaine of Virginia, who was Hillary Clinton's vice presidential.
Was it somebody they know or was it political?
There appears to be a belief out there that the minority leader of the Senate can simply tell Tim Kaine what to do. Tim Kaine said that his number one issue in the shutdown was always protecting federal government workers. And he achieved some protection for government workers, many of whom live in his state of Virginia, in his negotiations with Republicans. Politico reports Tim Kaine privately laid out weeks ago what he needed in return for his vote to end the government shutdown: a moratorium on mischief. He meant no more firing of federal workers. So there's the final vote that sealed the deal, that got them to 60. The final vote sealed the deal, negotiating with Republicans for weeks negotiating with Republicans weeks before last week's election. And through it all,